Hello there. Today's going to be the first video in a series of videos I'm going to do on some basics in Mastercam Mill. Today we're going to start with bringing the model or the geometry into Mastercam, manipulating it, getting it to where we want it to be in our world coordinates, work offset, however you want to call it. Then I'm going to go. We may actually create our stock. We'll get our machine pulled up, get our stock, and that'll probably be it for this video today, because it's going to be, I'm going to try to keep these within about 10 minutes long. And in the next video, we'll start going into toolpath creation, tool selection, things like that. So let's get started. First thing I want to do, I've already been playing around with this, so it's in my recent documents. We're going to open the file up. Alright, there it is. If you notice, if you look at our world axis, our axes here, we've got Z. If you look at your genome down here, Z, X, and Y. Our part's way off in space somewhere. So we got to get it down here close to origin and then relatively in a straight orientation so that we can machine it. So first thing we want to do, select the part, and then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to translate it flat to a plane, to our Z-axis plane. So select that, and we want to make sure we're in move method, and then we've got two different planes to choose from. One is your source and one is your destination. Our source plane, we're going to hit this button on the side over here, and it's going to bring up a second menu. And what we want to do from entities, so click that, and then we're going to come back down here and we're going to click on the bottom face, or what we're deeming to be the bottom face of the model. And it disappeared. Now if we look at it, it actually flipped it over. We don't want that. And that's because it's got our destination plane as the top view, so it actually flipped that bottom plane up to where we're actually looking at the top. What we want to do is we want to change that to the bottom view. And now if we go to our top view, you can see we're looking straight back down at the side of the part with all the pockets and holes in it. If we look from the right view, it should look relatively level to that y-axis there, and we'll double check that. So hit OK, go back to our top view, and let's go to our home page. We want Analyze Dynamic, and we're just going to click on this face here. And what this does is it shows us what direction that plane is normal to. And if we look at our normals, Z is 1, which means it's in the Z-axis direction is where that's pointed. And then you see your angle is 90 degrees, which would be 90 degrees to, that's the direction that arrow is pointed in as far as in relation to the Z-axis. So that looks close enough for now, or what we want. Next thing we want to do, select the part, let's go dynamic, and we're going to put our genome on this corner right here. And what we want to do, actually what we want to do first, let's get back out of that. Let's go back to our top view, and let's do Analyze Distance. So go, I've got it in my right click menu here, or you can just do Home, Analyze Distance. But I've got it in the right click menu right here. So Analyze Distance, I want to pick on a straight line this point and this point. And that tells us that our angle is 23.0 0.0468 degrees. So what we can do is we can highlight that, just like copying text. Right click it, copy, hit OK. Go back to your top view, select the part, and we'll just do a simple rotate. And we're going to do move. We're going to go paste. If you just click in a different box there, we went the wrong way, so we actually want to go minus. We're going, our angle is positive 23 degrees. We want to go minus 23 degrees. So change that to minus. Make sure that's accepted. And hit OK. Now our part's straight. Now we just got to get it moved to origin. So what we want to do now, select the part again, and we're going to go to translate, and we're just going to do a simple from and to. So we're going to do, click reselect. What we want, I'm going to try to make this back left corner here origin, but we have no corner there to pick. So what we can do is we can go up here to our auto cursor menu, click left, or left click that, and we're going to do an intersection. So select intersection, and we want to do the intersection of this edge and this edge. And there's our from point. And now if on the keyboard, if you just hit O, the letter O for origin, you'll see it copied it close to origin. That's because we're still in copy up here. We're going to change that to move. That looks close to what we want. We're going to accept that. And now if we look at the part, we're on origin, but we're the distance of that chamfer above origin in Z. So now we need to figure out what size that chamfer is and move the part down. So what we can do, actually without even knowing what size the chamfer is, we can do, if we go to a front view or the right view, let's go to the right view. Scroll in and see where we're at. Select the part. Let's go dynamic. And now let's put our genome on that corner. Click the Y-axis and just bring it down till it snaps automatically onto our origin right here. Left click. Accept that. Go back to your top view. Fit. Clear the colors. And that's exactly where we want it. Okay, so we've got our part close to where we want. Let's go now. If we go to our toolpath page, we'll see we don't have anything here. That's because we haven't selected our machine yet. So if we go up here to the machine tab and we select mill. Alright, if we go up here to where it just put our machine group in, we're going to start prepping our machine group. When you click files, it brings up, basically you can get to all three of these things by selecting any of them. So you got files, tool settings, stock setup. Alright, before we put anything in the group comment here, we're going to go ahead and define our stock, and we can keep a note of that in there also as far as what sizes we cut it the previous time, so we know if we do the job again what sizes they are. So let's go to our stock setup page. We'll leave the stock plain at top because that's what we're going to be. Probably I'll keep everything nice and simple for this for this part here. Keep everything in the top view. Shape is rectangular. We'll go ahead and display it when we get it done. And stock origin is going to be from the, I don't know if I remember if that's, we can pick where it's from. Right now it's from origin, but and that'll change when we do this. So we'll do bounding box, select the part. Alright. Now that's exactly the same size as our part, so we want our stock to be a little bit bigger. So let's go, let's just do 6 1/4, 6 1/4, and 1 1/4. Alrighty. We could play around with this stuff. We can go ahead and create lines and arcs, but what we want to do before we do that, let's go to a different level. Let's go to level, I like putting things like stock on level 200, so we're going to call this stock wire. Go back to our bounding box page, click lines and arcs. And that looks good enough. So if we hit OK, notice it created some lines for our geometry. Alright, let's come back out. Let's take a look at that and see if that's what we want. If we go to the front view, yeah, we've got plenty of stock everywhere. Now what we want to do is move it to where our origin is actually corner now. And rather than creating a new work construction plane, we're just going to shift everything all at once. So left click on the screen, hold down, drag, then click again. See, it just unselected everything. So just click and drag, select all. Alrighty, we're just going to translate it just like we did before. Move from this corner and then O origin. Alright, we've moved our part and our stock wireframe, but you notice our stock is still, the dotted lines are still there, so we need to go back into stock setup, and we're just going to do bounding box again. Now we're just going to select everything in selection, make sure we're not creating lines and arcs again, hit OK. Alrighty. Let's go back to our files and let's go ahead and change this. We're going to say stock is 6.25 by 6.25 by 1.25 x0 and y0 are back left corner, Z0 top of stock. Alright, now you've got that recorded for later on. And we're going to go ahead and name our toolpath group Op1. Alright. Alright guys, I think that's it for the day. I'm going to go ahead and close this video out here. I'm going to try to have a video up every couple days, so I'll be working on this stuff. Please comment in the comment section below, ask questions. Your participation and your involvement will help better what I need to cover. Alright, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time.